Okay, it's me again, Joe. Doing that thing where I play a video game and you all have to sit and watch. Is this fun? I could make it a lot more fun by doing something, but at the moment I'm just taking in the scenery. I don't know why I'm actively trying to drive people away from my videos, like few enough people don't watch them. Yeah, I've actually made a few changes to the video format that I'm recording in, and I think it might be slightly better quality now, here's hoping. I mean, I can't speak for my commentary or my ability to play the game, but it should look a little bit better, and that's what's important. Where are we going? Now this is back the way we came from. Just being silly now. What we want to do is progress. Probably should have guessed I came from this direction by the big open chest, but I'm never one to pick up on subtle cues. House. Hello, house. What lies inside you, I wonder? What mysteries await? Oh.
Wow.
Wow, they've been busy.
So this is where they've been making the trick dice. How shall we do this? Charging, shouting our heads off?
No.
No, we can't draw attention to ourselves. We need to slip in undetected and find out what they've been doing. Hide yourselves. Some swabs are coming. Where the fuck are they going to hide in this big open area? Oh, they found a tree. Good job. Very subtle. No one will spot you there. Why do they have to build it so far away? Fool! Any closer and the people of this city would surely discover it.
They're from Goldpaw. They must be.
Arr, a mighty fine idea all of a sudden.
You know, I think I might be thinking what you're thinking.
Sure. Huh? Oh yeah, that's real high level strategizing there. You know what we'll do? We'll beat some people up. Steal their clothes like in some fucking 1950s comedy romp. I guess I should have expected as much from a pair of sky pirates.
Are you sure this will work?
Only one way to find out, lad. We'll keep watch out here. Off you go and sneak into that there dice factory.
Just don't be too long, alright? Guess we don't have much choice. Come on.
Okay, so half my party's just been ripped from me. How unfortunate. Can't we just cutscene kill everyone else as well and steal all their clothes? Hey, yeah, cutscene kill. No? Okay. Just let him go past.
Phew, I thought for sure he was going to see through our disguise and the fact that I'm clearly 10 years old and have no place working in a factory.
Well, he didn't. Looks like this might just work.
Alright.
Alright, we need at least two forms of proof. The first is something that Pugnacious was... rewind that one. The first is something tying Pugnacious directly to the Decepticons. Some kind of documentary evidence would be ideal. I'm struggling today, I really am. The next is evidence of how they're manipulating the dice. My guess is they're not using magic.
Oh. Really? How else could it be done?
Science! Science, boy. Oh, there are ways. We have a few different techniques for manipulating things from a distance from where I'm from. I wouldn't be surprised if someone here would come up with something similar.
Alright, let's find that proof.
Let's do it. These disguises should help us come close to the people who work here. Maybe we can even pick up some clues. I like the subtle nod to back to real world politics there. Manipulating things from a distance. Say, Russia. Yeah, it's a stretch, I know. Well, none of you have, like, marks over your head to tell me that you're important, so I'm not really bothered about you, to be honest. You keep doing your whatever it is you're doing. Praying towards a big vat of dice. I'm sure that'll work out just swell for you. What's over here? See, none of you have any importance either. I guess I'll just have to start talking to people. How dare you? I'm not idling. I have something very important to do. What about you, Should you not be getting back to work also? No, because I am a child, and that would be against child labour laws.
Yep.
My superior told me recently that, despite appearances to the contrary, these devices are not actually powered by magic. He says, in fact, they rely on technology that we imported from another kingdom. I'm not sure that I believe him. Looks like magic to me. Where is the spare control unit? I'm certain I left it here on this table. Well, you clearly didn't. It's not exactly a cluttered table, is it? It looks like some kind of control unit, but there's no way you'll be able to sneak it out from under that work, isn't it? What, the table is the control unit? Or the little red scroll case things? Are they the control units? There might be another one lying around somewhere. Did it fall off the table? Did he put it on a different... Oh, there's one. I will take it.
Roland, look!
This must be it. And based off this stuff, it looks like what I thought. A remote control for Lady Luck's dice.
It's just like you said! You absolute genius!
A lucky guess. Anyhow, Pugnacious must have one of these.
So this is how he keeps the taxes so high, and how he stole Niall's forest from him.
I'm sure it sure seems that way. And it's also how we're going to make him pay. Because now we have one too. We could really use some proof connecting Pugnacious to this place.
Alright, let's look around a little more.
What, you mean more than his own guards and subordinates being the only people here? Is that not proof enough? I suppose that's how the Mafia do it, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I'm friends with these people, but I didn't know they were doing all this from under my nose. I want this book, it looks important.
Yeah.
You must excuse me, I'm rather busy at the moment. I must assemble all the necessary documents in order to process the factory records. Something I regret choosing to work in the accounting department. Constantly hounded by everybody and never a word of thanks. Why don't you go take a break, friend?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Don't take a break then, friend. This? No, it's a proposal suggesting a few improvements to our basic dice design. We cannot go on making the same old thing forever, after all. We should be seeking out new ideas all the while. Wow, that's very forward-thinking of you, horrible scamming assholes. There's nothing very incriminating around here. I get the feeling that was Evan's take on the bookcase, and not what this person said when I spoke to her, as I initially assumed. Try that again.
Hey there!
You there, have you seen my blueprints? You do not even know what blueprints are? No, I've never heard of a blueprint before, that's entirely new to me. Ah, forgive me. I should have taken better care of them. Yeah, you should. But someone else has lost something that I'm going to have to find and take. Are they over here? I guess they are.
Oh. Look at this!
Sorry.
Look at this!
Gotta be a bit more upbeat and excited when I talk as Evan.
It was in the drawer! That's Pugnacious's signature at the bottom.
It looks like instructions on what he wants them to build. I'm guessing they were supposed to be destroyed. Luckily for us, somebody didn't do their job.
Well, that's certainly undeniable proof. Wonderful!
That's everything we need. Come on, let's get out of here. The glowy wolf face on the wall looked like it was about to attack viciously, but I think it's a nice guy deep down. Something's gonna happen though. We're not gonna get out of here scot-free. There we go. The mossy monument speaketh.
Unauthorized intruders detected. Initiating attack sequence.
Oh my goodness!
Tanny! Batu!
Blimey!
Sorry, looks like we got rumbled. What's this horrible thing doing here anyway?
I don't like our chances, girlie. Yeah, they're trapped.
Come on!
Then we have to help them.
Oh, it means business. Look at it spin. Its body is the drill that will pierce the heavens. It's an architectural monstrosity.
Careful, everyone!
Oh. Shit. Well, leave me alone. I don't deserve this. I'm a good boy, deep down. Have a fireball. Dudes, get your cannon up.
Counting on you.
Is it doing something? Oh, shit's exploding. I think that's probably the cannon, to be fair, but caught me off guard. Yes, yes, purple boys, I need you. Win the fight for me, purple boys. Okay. Honestly, the wyvern? No, not wyvern. That's what I called it and it was wrong. The big thing I found wandering around in the fields that there's clearly several of seemed more threatening than this. Go again. Should probably heal up. I'm probably going to regret this. Unfortunately, I don't operate on probablys. I will not heal until I'm dead. I have to keep all the potions in case I really need them. A threat to my life isn't serious enough to waste a potion. Sorry, a soar away. Which, despite its name, does not make you soar anywhere. Very disappointing. Hey, were all four of us in this battle? Or was she just gaining experience for the hell of it? Phew! I thought my goose was cooked there for a second.
Looks like the people in the factory didn't notice the racket either somehow. We got lucky there.
Well, did you find your precious proof? You know, that was a bit of an odd way of putting it. It sounded kind of sarcastic, you know? Did you find your precious proof?
Yes, we found the device Pugnacious uses to control the dye's movement.
He said die that time, he got it right.
Arr, that's the stuff, lad. Now we can hang the swindling dog out to dry.
We sure can. With this thing to help us, we'll be able to expose him for the fraud he is. Evan, I need you to be sure you're okay with what you're about to do. We'll be interfering directly in another country's affairs. It's not like Evan really has much of a country. He has a set of tents in a field. Bit of a stretch, you know. If it doesn't go well for us, things could get ugly. And if they go really badly, you could be making an enemy of an entire nation. Yeah, but come on. Half of them are crooked and the other half are fucking idiots, so it's no great loss, is it? Are you willing to take that risk?
Stealing from one's own people is unforgivable. We cannot stand by and let it happen.
No means business when he has the long blink before he says something.
We have to give the citizens of Goldpaw their country back.
That's the stuff,
Okay, Lofty, you say that line, that's fine.
Yeah.
Tanny nearly said a line, but then she got stage fright.
Yeah, I knew it.
I also nearly said Tanny's line. Going really well for her at the moment. Let's try that again, shall we?
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't let him walk all over them.
Aye.
Ye grow more kingly by the day, your majesty.
You really are starting to sound like a king, you know that? Alright, our leader has set out his policy. I'm just fascinated by the see-through pink petals behind them. I think they're really pretty.
And now it's time to implement it.
Let's implement some policy. Why did I get a watery barrage bow? Where did that appear from? How did that enter my inventory without me paying any attention? Look what we found here. Whatever. You want mushrooms. Have we got mushrooms? This one? There you go. Have this one. Is this a good mushroom? I think I offered the wrong mushroom. This is a shame. Oh, the gunky ones. Okay, I didn't read the word. I didn't read the quote. I just didn't, okay? Here. Have some gunk shrooms. Yeah, you like it. Oh, he's blue. And has fungus growing on his face. I mean, I had pretty bad acne as a kid, but it never got quite that serious. Muttonbane the Mushy. These guys have great names. Oh, we need to organise now. He doesn't fit in the party. It's over here, isn't it? We're going to want to keep them. They have the cannon. This guy's doing the healing, so I guess this is the fucker we want to get rid of. Filigree the Flighty. We bring in Higgledy Splosh and Slicker Quicker, which, you know, I'm not going to comment on. Probably best left untouched, isn't it? Don't want to debase myself in front of such a cultured audience as the people of YouTube. Yeah, I'll save my progress so far, why not? That's what save points are for, after all. Okay then. I could walk out of here. Or I could take the pussy method. Beam me up to Fortune Square. I feel like I'm just too powerful in this game anyway, so any extra leveling up I do in between areas is only going to tip the scales even further. I've not been overly eager to buy new weapons or anything. It's like I'm already just shredding things. If I was good at the game, it would be going even better. I'll take this. Now, let's confront some slightly racist stereotypes. Hold your breath, people. This is going to get messy. Oh, who's this little knight in shining armour? Hello, friendo. Yappy! It's because he's a dog. I get it. Could have sworn that I warned you to exhibit the requisite degree of decorum. Luckily for you, magnanimity is one of his excellencies. I agree.
Oh, you again. And did Lady Luck provide evidence of the dastardly machinations of which you imagined us guilty? I don't know why I'm going a little bit Jamaican now.
Master Pugnacious, you have deceived Niall and your own people. The very people you're supposed to serve.
Oh, more wild accusations. And where is your proof, Did you find evidence of trickery? Some ingenious device hidden somewhere inside Lady Luck, perhaps?
Come on, you know we're onto you. Why not drop the act?
There is no act to drop. I am innocent, as the Mistress of Fortune herself will attest.
Will she now? Huh. That's not such a bad idea. I swear she's the one who passes judgment on legal matters around here. How's a trial sound?
Indeed.
Sounds like a very fine idea indeed. Yes, this is the way of Goldepore. The matters of state, be they legal, political, or otherwise, are decided by the roll of the sacred dice. As a matter... Oh, I did that wrong. As a ruler of this great nation, I am more than willing to submit myself to the judgment of Lady Luck. But now that if I am found innocent, I will treat your attempts at sedition with the gravity they deserve. You will be punished for crimes against the state. Do you accept all my terms?
Oh, fuck.
We do.
Then we will begin the preparations right away. Come to the square at the appointed time. This guy's a different voice every time I voice him. I don't really care. You can't stop me.
All right, time for the main event. I'll leave this to you, if you don't mind, Roland.
Sure.
Sure, I was hoping you'd say that. Okay. So we'll just walk in again. The preparations are complete. The trial can get underway as soon as you have confirmed that you are ready. Well, shall we begin? Begin! Very well, if you would take your places. Alright, what does the clearly not Hindu iconography attest to? I hereby convene the trial of fortune of Master Pugnacious, Grand High Roller of Goldpore. Being the defendant, His Eminence will be unable to preside over the hearing. As such, it falls to me to discharge his duties. I hope you will forgive my doubtless clumsy efforts in this unfamiliar role. The trial is underway. And with the Grand High Roller in the dock, no less. What in the world could have happened?
Why are you dressed like that, Roland?
Because this is a court of law. The defendant, Master Pugnacious, Grand High Roller of Goldpore, bows his head before Lady Luck and submits to her judgment in this matter. He stands accused of dereliction of duty, specifically the knowing deception of his people. If the prosecution would like to begin by making its case... I intend to prove to the court that Magister Mr. Sir King Pugnacious did knowingly and willingly, with the aid of a network of his most trusted retainers, defraud the very people with whose care he is entrusted. Further, I will show that he distributed devices among his accomplices, which were used to carry out deception on a grand scale through the manipulation of dice rolls.
I do not doubt that you have found evidence of some trifling chicanery among lower-level officials, but to allege that this administration as a whole is complicit in such behavior is preposterous. I do not, have not, and never will engage in dishonest practices of any kind, and to accuse me of such is to defame my character and call my good name into question.
Perhaps you would permit to those present to withhold judgment on the matter of your innocence until I have presented my proof. Here's the document. I'm going to place it on this railing and everyone can read it from there, right? That's fine? Yeah? That's good?
But...
Oh, what is the meaning of this?
I think you know very well. After all, this document was written by you, was it not? Ladies and gentlemen, I present the prosecution's key exhibit. Written instructions for the assembly of manipulatable? Guess not. Manipulable dice, clearly signed by Master Pugnacious.
Does the accursed have anything to say in his defense?
No.
Only that my prior outburst was merely an expression of shock at the brazenness of this shameless act. I have never seen this document in my life. To stoop to the fabrication of evidence is a pitiful tactic indeed. It is a forgery, plain and simple.
Why don't we get Lady Luck to be the judge of that?
By all means.
It seems that both sides are satisfied to entrust judgment on this matter to the Mistress of Fortune. May the dice roll stand as the undisputed word of truth. Lady Luck, grant us an even number if the evidence be false. If it be otherwise, let the number be odd. Time to show the people of Goldpore just how badly they've been misled. That's a big ass dice.
Even the evidence is judged to be false.
I could kill someone that dice.
Has spoken.
Righto, Your Majesty.
And no one can see him doing this. It's not very subtle, is he?
What is happening? The die.
This is Robot Wars.
Which brings us to the crux of the prosecution's case. That Master Pugnacious knowingly manipulated Lady Luck.
What? No!
Yeah, with this remote control thingy.
Ooh. Apparently no one saw this coming.
But this is...
By use of the remote control, the outcome of Lady Luck's dice rolls can be easily manipulated. The prosecution was able to visit the place where the devices are manufactured, and to procure one for its own purposes, namely, the demonstration of this fraud.
Master Pugnacious deliberately kept the taxes high and stole Niall's forest from him, and all by using this horrible trick.
Master Pugnacious. Who'd have thought the Sephiroth-looking motherfucker wasn't in on it? Can this really be true?
Cheat! Deceiver!
Shame on you! You are the Grand High Roller! Don't you have anything to say for yourself? Only that I am made of purple.
All that I did for Goldpore. I had to make my nation rich, richer than any other. It was the only way.
The bond with his people are weakening. Soon it will be time. For the giant bird thing? Dragon?
What's that?
It's the Kingmaker, Longfang.
He doesn't look happy.
Longfang? Here in the city? But why?
Master Pugnacious, your right to rule has been tested and found wanting.
Do fucking right.
My plan is complete. Your king's bond is mine.
Oh, he was evil. Did you just fist his hole? It's upset the dragon. He's not into that.
Wait!
Hello there, big boy. Looks like we might be able to get back to have a boss fight with some actual balls on it this time. I look forward to it. I hope we get to save first though, because this has been a long ass cutscene. Butcher Baker Kingmaker. Fucking hell. I love this game. When did you change clothes? How did you... Oh look, here comes a dragon. Better quickly change into my battle gear. Give me a second. Just the camera's off me for all of about 15 seconds. I think it should be enough time. There we go, I'm ready. Where are we? It's an interdimensional dimension, isn't it? And if we don't do something, it'll end up eating the whole kingdom.
What?
What? Then we have to stop Longfang.
You went wrong there.
You're not wrong there, my boy. Come on, let's knock some sense into old Bitey, shall we? Yes, surely. That there ain't just a kingmaker. 'Tis a kingmaker gone doolally. Blessed realm wrecker. Don't be like that, mon. Where there's a will, there's a way. He's lost his marbles, ain't it? Which means we can keep a lid on all that power. And what happens to power you can't keep a lid on? That's right, it comes flying right after you. And the places where it comes flying out are exactly the right places to wallop. Hit him where it hurts, and you'll hurt him good and proper. Oh, and don't worry about not knowing where those special spots are. Thanks to your bond with yours truly, you will be able to spot them, no problem.
Have at ye, dogs!
Realmwreckers are kingmakers that have lost control and are big and scary and have weak spots. Hit them in the weak spots and good things will happen. Good things come to those who smash weak spots. Okay. Are you doing something? Oh, whatever. I've got a cannon. What are you going to do about that? Higmakers. They're mysterious entities that have absorbed the power of kingmakers, giving them the ability to exploit their weaknesses when enough of them gather together. They're born from atoms which the kingmaker has instilled its power. You can smash up anything the kingmaker creates. You might just find some. Okay. This is fun. Smash shit. Smash shit, collect fiery boys, use fiery boys to exploit weak spot. Easy peasy, come on. I thought the one was meant to be a real fight. I see a weak spot. Cut this bitch. Oh god, that's a lot of fire. Oh, okay. I'll be over here. And he still has quite a lot of health left on him. But, go boys, do your thing. Oh, it gave us a circle of safety. Oh, thanks. I bet you don't like water, do you? Ah, no, you most certainly do not, boyo. You most certainly do not. Just beat up this big glowy weak spot for a bit. Don't mind me, I've got to just keep hacking away. Oh, I probably should have got back in the protective circle for that attack, really, but I don't learn. I was in the circle! I guess it doesn't make you immune to all attacks, just like his element or whatever. That's okay. That's fine. Just give me a second to get some of that down me. Okay, we'll break some of these up. Collect more friends. Oh look, our circle ran out. I guess that's probably why we're given some more. You're making this too easy, boy. You're smashing your circles yourself. Oh. Attack the face for massive damage, yeah? Yeah. I know how this shit goes. A few more slashes in the face. Be down in no problem. No problem, no time, no worries. No money, no responsibility. No problems. No problems. No 99 problems. A bitch ain't one. What? What are you doing? Oh, you're making more friends. Well, I've got plenty of these. Oh. Well, they're not being very helpful. Guess I'll just keep amassing them then. Check out my army of Waddle Dees. Oh, I didn't get to them in time. No! Make me a shield. Make me safe. Thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna give this fight the benefit of the doubt and assume it's like the tutorial to fighting this sort of super boss, shall we say. It's got a lot of health on it and it has some interesting mechanics, but they've all been very easy thus far. It's been very forgiving. Like I've fucked up these mechanics a lot, and my raid hasn't wiped, you know. No matter how much I stand in the fire. Appears to have summoned the apocalypse, but it's not that big a deal, all things considered. I appear to have just been taking... Yeah, I was taking damage while the camera wasn't on me. That wasn't overly nice of the game, all things considered. If you're gonna focus the camera on the boss on occasion, then do me a favour and, you know, pause the rest of the gameplay at the same time. Whatever, Mong Fang. You get it, Mong Fang, because he's a Mong. It's an insult I haven't heard used very much recently. Mong. I think it fell out of fashion. It's a shame, it's a good one. I don't even need to hit the weak points, he takes plenty of fine damage anyway. Oh. I really should get my shield back up, but... Go on, shield us. Shield us from the easy attack to dodge. Good place for it though, right up the front. It means I can slash him in the face without getting breathed on, but unfortunately I'm just going to win before he can really do anything else. As soon as he comes in fact, he doesn't even have to come in range. I can probably just blast him off from here. Unless my spells decide to target the rocks behind me, of course. That's also a possibility. There we go. R.I.P. Dragon Man. You tried. This here's quite the square, ain't it? What an odd thing to say.
Phew, we're back! I suppose that means Longfang really has calmed down, for now at least.
Guess we better tie up some loose ends, huh?
I have done the unforgivable. My desire to lift my kingdom out of poverty has become an all-consuming greed. That weakness has made me vulnerable, and or French apparently, and he exploited it.
Who was he? The one who stole your king's bond?
He came to me some months ago. He promised secret knowledge, knowledge of ways in which our nation might yet be made greater, and in return, he sought high office. It was he who suggested that the dice be manipulated, who gave me the means by which it might be done. When did I fall under his spell, and how? How could I have allowed such a thing to happen?
We managed to calm your kingmaker down, but without your king's bond, will things here be okay?
You have but us a little time. He will sleep a while yet. But in time he will awaken, and in the absence of the bond, he will seek to destroy our kingdom once again.
But why, curses Scaly Pate? There ain't a jot of rhyme or reason for such wanton savagery.
Not now! Shh! Master Pugnacious, for the sake of your kingdom, for the sake of your bond, will you help us? Forgive me, I haven't even introduced myself properly. I'm Evan Pettywhisker of the House of Tildrum. I have formed a pact with a kingmaker of the Cradle of Light, and mean to found a new nation in the Heartlands. Will you stand with me?
So, this is what I sensed in you. It was plain to me from the first that you were no ordinary child. But what is it you propose?
I want to protect our world. I want to make sure that nobody else has to lose what's most important to them. And I want you to help me.
I will do all that I can, of course. I fear that he who stole my king's bond will not be satisfied with mine alone. This being so, we must stand together with our brother nations, or lose all that is most dear to us. With this in mind, I mean to return Niall's forest to him. Indeed, I mean to return all that I stole. Word of my decision has been sent to Niall already, of course. While you were fighting a dragon, I was filling in some documents.
Thank you.
Really? Thank you so much, Master Pugnacious.
Goldpaw will rise again, and his people with it. I wish good fortune in your quest, friends.
Yay! We did it! We completed a story arc. Good for us. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. In fact, the power of teleporting. Back to my old friend Niall. Because apparently I'm a I'm a glutton for doing voices I can't really handle. There he is. Old Scotsman himself. God, my voice hurts from doing that bad Japanese impression.
Crevens?
Ye beauties, ye bonny, bonny way beauties. I've got my forest back, and it's all thanks to yourselves. Ye can have all the trees you want, knock yourselves out.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now we can finally start building our kingdom.
Wait, Niall, Pugnacious and his king's bond stolen by a creepy snake-headed weirdo. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Jengs?
Stolen? Jengs? His Kingsmaker must be tearing the place to pieces.
Aye.
I had wanted to, sure enough. But we taught it a little lesson, it won't forget. Walpore's safe for now.
King's bond stealing's no mean feat, though. He didn't happen to be infusing things with an olfy filthy fog, did he?
Yes. A sort of purple aura.
That'll be the Horned One's doing then, right enough.
The Horned One?
An old Kingmaker of a place called Allegoria. A nasty piece of work and no mistake. For someone to be using the beastie's powers would have to mean...
Aye.
I cannot see it being anyone but Doloran. He was the king that shared a bond with the creature.
So we just need to go to this Allegoria place and get the bond back, right?
You'll have a job doing that, I'm afraid. Allegoria hasn't existed for, 2,000 more years now. It disappeared along with the land on which it stood.
Golly.
So he's the king of a country that hasn't existed for centuries. What does that mean? Is he a ghost or something?
Whatever he is, I'd say he's looking to pinch people's king's bonds in order to try and bring the Horned One back somehow. And if he does that, the whole world will be filled with purple fog before you can say we're doomed.
You can't say the word fug without it sounding like you're saying something else. A bad word you should never repeat. So Pugnacious was right. We'll be trying to steal more king's bonds.
What are you looking at me like that for, man?
Then we mustn't let him succeed. We must let him bring back the Horned One. Or can't let him bring back the Horned One. Yeah, that's a much better idea.
We sure can't. But if we're going to stop him, we need the strength of an entire kingdom. A kingdom we haven't even started building yet. Also, you know, this is all very hypothetical at this point, and we don't have proof about anything, and probably shouldn't be rushing off into things when we have a kingdom to build.
Then let's get to work, shall we?
Time to get building, me arties. Aye, sounds like a plan right enough. I best come with ye. You'll be needing me help.
I'd rather you didn't.
Really?
Speaking of which, things will be getting underway by now, I reckon.
Hmm? Do elaborate.
Look.
I smells a smell on the wind. That a progress. Seems the mangy dolls got tired of twiddling their thumbs.
Okay, so they got the
My.
wood from the forest, but most of those buildings look like they're made out of stone from me, and I don't remember acquiring the rights to a quarry at any point. Did they just magic that up? Did they just happen to find some conveniently shaped breeze blocks just lying around? Whatever. I won't question it. It's a fantasy. Don't nitpick, Joe.
Where did all these people come from?
I see sky pirates, greenlings, even a few people from Ding Dong Dale.
They must all want to be citizens of our amazing new kingdom that we don't have yet and haven't built, and they're going to have to do all the work and we're just going to sit here and watch them.
That they must, right enough. How did the swabs even know to come a-knocking? You've me to thank for that, son. I didn't expect so many to turn up so soon, to be honest. I put the word out on the street, you ken. We thank ye for getting the old forest back, like.
That's more than we could have hoped for.
Oh, think nothing of it. I ask only teensy winsiest of favours in return. That ye make me a Minister of Finance. There's none can pinch a penny like I can.
Is that some Scottish stereotype?
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea.
So if Niall's the Minister of Finance, I guess that makes Batu the Minister of Defence?
The swab in charge of fighting, you mean? I like the sound of that a good deal, ha ha!
And I guess I'll be your advisor. I have a little experience running a country. I'm sure I can help out here and there.
No, you'll be my chief counsel. I'm no politician, Roland. I shall need your help.
Well, that's very kind of you, Evan. I don't know if I'll be... Yeah, I'm sure the fucking President of the United States has severe self-doubts all the time. You need an ego the size of a planet to even run for that fucking office.
If the king's job is to appoint his ministers, correct? Then I hereby pronounce you, because that's the word I'm going with, chief counsel.
Well, alright then. Chief counsel it is. By royal appointment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roland.
No problem. Happy to see you finally taking the lead.
I suppose I am, aren't I? I'm still not sure I'll be up to the job, but I have to try. And thanks to all of you, I finally feel ready to. I'll try my best, for your sakes and for mine.
Flipmon, I almost forgot. If we're building a kingdom, we need a proper tidy name, ain't it? To make things official like.
I've been doing some thinking about that.
I've decided to call our kingdom Evermore. Well, what do you think?
The short, abrupt bits of voice acting in this game just completely throw me off. Also, I thought I was going to be allowed to enter a name there and could have put in some super funny joke like Poo Poo Land or something, but I guess we'll go with Evermore. Evermore, huh? I like it. Did you come up with that yourself?
Oh no, it's from an ancient story. The story of a great kingdom whose people were so happy that they wished for it to last forever.
Fitting.
Alright, Mr. King. You've named your country. Now time to address your adoring citizens.
Yahar!
Patu's a man of few words, but I appreciate him.
Oi! Listen up, ye mangy curs. King Evan's got a rousing speech for you. Pay attention.
Huh? Thank you all.
The end.
Building our new kingdom won't be easy, but we will build it. A beautiful, bountiful kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after. Wow. I want you all to join me on this journey. The road ahead may be a long one, but at the end of it, there is hope.
Woo! Good speech. I feel roused.
There's kingly you are.
That
wasn't half bad.
Nice speech, Evan. Couldn't have done better myself.
This is where it all begins. Here and now. Our kingdom.
We're with you to the bitter end, lad. Come hell or high water.
Thank you. All of you.
So the people who had heeded Neil's call and flocked to the
What is Neil? Huh.
set about building their new nation. And Evermore took its first faltering steps on the road to becoming a kingdom. A kingdom where everyone could live happily ever after. Just as Aranella had wished. Or so they hoped.
Dot dot dot. These fuckers again.
For someone with a brand new kingdom, you don't look very happy.
I am happy, but I'm worried. There's still so much we don't know.
Wait. Wait. That teacup. It's acting normally. I think we've cracked the code, ladies and gentlemen. I think everything's going to be okay now.
And now there's a force bent on destroying our whole world. How can I ever hope to overcome something like that?
You can't, on your own. But you're not on your own, are you?
No, not anymore. I have friends beside me. The best friends I could ever hope for.
What? Sky pirates, a Scottish goblin, and the President of the United States. I'm not sure I'd trust any of them.
That's right. So turn to them when you need to, and take it one step at a time. You'll get there in the end.
I suppose so. I can only do my best after all.
Barely even that.
Exactly. And your best is only going to get better. I'll see you again soon, Evan.
Okay, see you later, last boss.
Yes. See you soon.
He's the last boss, calling it now. I'll save my progress. Awfully nice of you to ask. Yeah, seems like a pretty good stopping point if you ask me. We'll just see what happens after this cutscene's been done with. See where we go from here. It's a loading screen. Now look. We suddenly have a city. A chibi city. Presumably it's only a few inches high, but a city nonetheless. Oh, look at this. It's sprung up, didn't it? No one's even had time to change clothes and he's got a throne room suddenly. Evermore is beginning to look like a real kingdom.
It is, isn't it?
I think it's time we had a little talk about how a country needs to be run. If that's alright with you.
Of course. I'll gather everyone together.
Please don't. I can do your voices. Don't overcomplicate things.
Ferdinand, mighty Ferdinand.
A footballer? No?
All right.
The castle's ready, and things are coming along nicely. Which means it's time to get down to the business of running your new nation. We need to set up all the various ministries this place will need to grow into a fully fledged kingdom. Then we need to assign the right people to the right tasks. Aye lad! That controlled chaos of the Sky Pirates ain't for everyone. Heh. I've taken a census of all your citizens and listed up who's skilled at what. Deciding who will work where is up to you though. That's a job for a king. I don't think that is technically the job of a king, but you know, semantics.
So, I'll need to think about which roles will suit particular people and assign them accordingly, under my totalitarian regime.
That's right. Give it a try. You'll learn fastest by doing. Just take the seat on your throne and start giving some orders. You horrible, despicable tyrant. I mean, I could. And that does sound very exciting and something I'm very much looking forward to. But instead we're going to save and we're going to stop and we're going to return to this renewed and excited and thrilled to be playing Ni no Kuni again in 2 days' time. Until then, you guys have a wonderful 48 hours and don't do anything I wouldn't do. I don't know. Bye.